How y'all doing today? I know it's late, and it's really late tonight, and I'm just, I'm tired, but I just don't feel like sleeping. I've got a terrible burden that's on me, and and most of you know by now, if you listen to all the little skits that I've done, my Lisa died, and it just, I don't know, with her dying, it set something off inside me so it's always been there, and I want to do something that I just didn't care about, and that's the way most people are, and I'm gonna try to spark something in everybody, and I'm out, sparking into something I don't want, and that's fine too. That's people have the right to have your own opinions about everything, and if you like the government telling you what you can do and what you can't do, and all that, that's fine. I personally, I don't mind, the rules and regulations that we have. When they get out of proportion, cause we gotta have rules now. I mean, if you didn't have no law or no rules, then you have. I had a beautiful woman, and there's already a bunch of it, but there's been 75 men attacking her, and we didn't have any rules, and you just ain't. You can't, there's no way that you can, I can go up against 30 or so, but not no, but anyway, I was just thinking about, the key word for today is, I might take a break tomorrow. I've got to get I fixed my pipes today, and I've been working. I fixed my computer. It's back up running again. There's 5 or 6 accounts on there that I never heard of. I don't know how they got in. They're listening. They're watching. Anyway, the key word is today. Oh yeah, watch. Hey, come on in, investigate me all you want to. How to know you. I'm glad somebody's looking out for the good of all. Okay. The key word, just don't lie on me. The key word today is hope. Okay? Hope. Hope. How one perceives enforcement. Now me, the Bill of Rights, my First Amendment of freedom, freedom, you can go to church, you don't have to, and you can say, I don't like so-and-so, their hamburgers, suck. It just you can be informed, about your paper, your TV and etc. And you can go up there and tell the judge, that he's breaking the law. I mean, you can. I mean, if he is, you can do that. You can write your governor, you can write the president, and and 9 times it might take you 9 letters to get through, but you will get a response. I assure you that somebody will write you back and talk to you about what or laugh at you. But I can I'm really considering that I may have to go to the White House to propose this bill. It looks like I got to go to court and go on trial for the accusations that I'm accusing. This is a serious thing. I'm accusing and don't do this lightly now. And I know I'm serious as all get out. I'm accusing the Gainesville Hospital and all personnel that was involved of murder, and that is exactly what they did. I want them for murder and felony murder sort of on down the line, and I want them to get felony You can say felony theft by deception. They just deceitful you can. I mean, it's can. There's a lot of a lot of a lot of felonies there, and I want them all to go down for it. I guess you know that. And I got to thinking about, we got a billionaire as a president. That's pretty cool, I guess. I've always had a lot of respect for Mr. Donald Trump, the President of the United States of America. I'm very proud that he got that position, if that's what he wanted. And I had said that I would I'd consider the sheriff's department. And that was because of an inside joke for a lot of us, and I thought I'd share that with you and the president. But this is a serious matter. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. When I look at stuff and I say, well, this is kind of, this is wrong. And I say, well, they hear me talk about a DUI lane. I'm just going to call it a safe lane. From now on, and maybe we won't get all bent out of shape on it. And then, and that's not a joke. That's a serious fact that I believe it's a mess up. I believe it's messed up to say, hey man, you got to pay child support, but you don't take the license away. We don't have horses and buggies no more. You got to. I was thinking about the horses and buggies. That's what brought me to this message right here that I want to put out there to y'all. It's a message of hope and how we perceive enforcement. And this is truly it's a value. It's a conscience. It's a values issue, and it's how you brought up and when I was a young boy, and say I'm poor. I'm on probably poverty level, and that's probably better than a lot. I got my home place, it's paid for, and my trucks are paid for. They're not running right now, but that's what I got to do tomorrow. I got to see. I got my water lines fixed and all that. Thank goodness today. And my pipes are still froze up. I just didn't turn the water on. I just fixed them all, so I'm not really sure if I got them all or not. But I got it all crawling my AAA from there. Got and nobody's helped me. But anyway, I'm poor, and if I had to be able to be the president of the United States, there's a lot of things that I would that I would implement that might possibly make a citizen not so poor as me. And it's not being that I'm gonna give all of our money away. That's not the thing. It's just like I told you about the sheriff's office that it can run on its own. It don't have to have. And I can tell you why. And the reason I say legalize drugs is that's why one of the tax benefits that you would get would be paid to the sheriff's office, and that. And that would pay for plenty, and then some. But we could deport people all the way to the borders if we really wanted to, and if we'd have so much. But I would propose that that would be one of my biggest things. Everybody would be getting legal, or they'd be going somewhere. They got to go back where they come from. And then and that's only because I got to follow the rules. So does everybody else. That's how I live. And you don't matter if you got $1 billion or you got $0. You still got to obey the rules. Okay, and that's one of my biggest things. And then I would go through and clean out the. I'd clean up and clean out the people that didn't want to follow those rules, and that's as simple as that. I'd get rid of Homeland Security, and that would be an issue that I would be on top of. I don't like that. FBI would be back in charge of it. They had no problem when I was growing up, and then in our Secret Service, of course, they would take care of the president and all, but you got your foreign CIA, and then it should be like I just went put everything back like it was, and you know what, and you got soldiers that male and female that come back from overseas, and they should have a 2 year like a domestic training period, where they're allowed to go into police enforcement or whatever, but they don't go into the field until a couple of years. They're gonna get back down to being domestic police, and we have domestic police, and then we have our military. There's a lot of difference between them two. If hopefully you can see the point I'm making. But that would be an issue that I would really push for, and I would push for the gun control rights be that would be you won't like me very well if you want gun control, because that's not me. It's not what I want. I don't like gun control, and I don't think there should be. And I think that's a way to secure your country. But I'm getting way off the beat. But that's what I mean. In the people that are here in our country right now, and you go to work, and you work hard, and when I went to, I was a little boy, and I went to school. I rode my horse to school, his name was Blackjack. He was a pony actually, but I call him, it was my horse, and I rode him to school. And now one day I went down to the store, which is miles and miles and miles. It seemed like forever. Now it's just a boom, we way out here, and this used to be way. I mean, the roads are a lot better and all that. I'd cut through the woods and all that, but I'm in my Blackjack. He was just a run, and hang on, and he's a good old horse, and then or pony, I should say, and then I went down to our local store, that we had, which is the only one for miles and miles and miles, and I got me a name brand pack of cigarettes. I put 45 cents in there, ding, 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 45 cents. And pulled that. It's hard to pull that little lever out, and pulled that lever, and I got me a pack of name brand cigarettes, and a pack of matches come out at the same time. And then I put me 45 cents in there and got me a name brand of another company, and a pack of cigarettes come out. And I went home and rode my pony home, and then I was down in the barn putting him up. I came back up. I was coming up to the porch. I had to give them hay and then give them some oats, and I played with little Misi rats or whatever, and for a minute. I didn't realize time, because I went, that's something I did. My mama knew before most of the time she'd know before I did, what I was breaking the rule, because I would, and I figured it, now I know she figured out what I was doing something wrong, because I had been, so late. Well, I have a time limit, and I broke the rule. I was supposed to go straight to school and straight back home. That's the way I did it all my life, and it's, of course, that one or two times I didn't do right, but I got the worst end of the deal out of it. Well, I was smoking. I tore the whole pack off. I didn't even know how to do it, and it's cool and all that, and I pulled it all off, and I'm smoking a cigarette, this one, and I'm smoking this one, and my mama caught me doing that, and then she made me eat the pack. I mean, she pushed and she shoved him down my throat, and made me eat it. I ate them 2 packs of cigarettes, and throwing up and everything. It made me sick. Well, and it didn't stop me. I still smoke, but she did that, and then. But, I say shit and damn, and she go, Michael, she gave me my name, the way she said it, and she, you done messed up. And if you said fuck or goddamn or something like that, oh my gosh, as she go out there and get me a hickory. And I go out there and, I use my granddaddy's knife, and I'd cut her hickory, off the rose bush, and I'd cut all the little thorns off of it and stuff so she wouldn't prick herself, And boy, she beat the devil out of me. She got one of them 6 foot long ones. It's all wow wow. Yeah, she beat the hell out of me. Yeah, my mama and daddy would have went to jail if we had this law back in them days. You know, my daddy, I flip a coin on my bed. You know, when I was 5 years old, I flipped. I didn't when I was boy young. Hey, before I went to school, I had to make my bed, and it had to be right. My daddy was a military man for years and years and years. You know, and then he got saved and went to school. You know, and all that. And, you know, and here I was born, but it was still, you know, he loved the military. You know, Korea and all that. You know, it was in him. You know, and boy, and those values. You know, I'm glad he just didn't let me lay there and throw a tantrum because you know, and that's what I did to my boy. And it made yeah, I'll show you my son if you want to. And he's a good boy, but my daddy taught me values. But you know, I had an hour and a half or so before supper was ready, and I had to feed the chickens and the ducks and cats and dogs and livestock, and I had to get that done. You know, and I had to stack wood up to the thing, up to the windowsill there, and you know, because I'm in bed, I had to go to bed at 7 o'clock. You know, and that's when all my early age, you know, when I had to get the lumber up, you know, or firewood up, or when some parts of the year, you know, I had to go out there with a roller tiller, you know, I was out there digging in the road with a roller. At least I had a roller tiller, you know, which was, but you know, that was part of my upbringing, and I'd go out in the morning time, I'd get out there and see all the little guys, you know, hey, everybody glad to be alive, you know, and I fixed everything. You know, they had to run the bigger animal, but the ducks had to be inside because my dogs would kill them. You know, I had to keep them in a fenced in over there by the shed. You know, had them in the shed. You know, and you know, I thought these were all my pets. Well, they were my friends. I had, you know, Fred was a friend of mine. You know, he's just a little Fred. Man, Fred was smart. You know, he was smart. He was, man, he was a damn chicken, but, you know, he was smart as hell, you know, and he, you know, I guess I don't know if they knowed about the dang, you know, male female. I don't think they really cared. They just boiled the hell out of it. I guess we ate it, you know, and one day I come home from school and them had the pens open, and you know, I got a lot of chicken now, and a lot, you know, and they done been up there, and they was down. What the hell, man? My mama's out there, and she's cutting her damn heads off, and you know, and they're hanging up there, you know, on the clothesline there, and you know, one of them just ran on down yonder without no head on and shit, you know, and I said, damn, I said, what happened to the chicken? And, you know, and I seen the water pans were then cleaned up and everything, the place cleaned up, and, you know, they said, they left, you know, they're gone. Okay, well, shit, I thought he was my friend, you know. They got in there in the house, he said, damn, you know, and said, I was eating, and we got chicken tonight, you know, and chicken, okay, you know, chicken, and she, oh my gosh, it hit me so freaking hard that Fred, you know, I'm eating bread, you know, and then I wouldn't eat, I cried and cried and cried, man, it made me mad, you know, but I got over it, you know, when you get hungry, you get over it, and so, you know, I just wanted to bring that up to you about you know, just values, you know, values in the rules, you know, and what you're doing is against God, and it's, you know, and our bodies are a temple, you know, and the word we say, and the way we are is that we've got to teach our children the ways that we believe in our values, and when we don't, it's going to get the word. I mean, that's what it is. Really, really bad. The other, we was coming home from a doctor. It's been me and Lisa. It's been a minute back, but we was coming home. It's raining. You know how most American people are. We all blind, so you know. And me and her had looked at each other at the same time because we had seen a documentary or something over at somebody's house, and we had seen a documentary about the you know, it was really, I mean, the sand was blowing all over, and it was, I think it was I do believe it was his name, Chai or something like that, and he was talking about in the foreign, the American reporter was talking. It was over there, and he was talking about, how they used our Mardi Gras, whatever the parades, in this whole country. Them doing it. It might have been in China or something, and that's what I mean, he loved it, and he had everybody out there doing it, and they skipping too, and they were really down. This is some serious shit. These people are really into it, and I just thought I would bring that up, and say, damn, well, it's damn raining, right? It's raining real hard, and I mean, it's just starting to rain, but it does pour down pretty hard. But we just go on. It don't make no difference. We just keep on going anyway. Wreck, who cares? Let's go. We don't think about it. Most people don't, and I slow down a little bit. Especially at first. So most people, man, these people dying. It was like there's no wrecks, no wrecks, no. There might have been a bridge construction or something, but they wasn't there. I mean, it was just because it was raining. They wasn't there. But I just thought, I said, we said Sandland the same said Sandland at the same time. We put our pinkies together. So yeah, it's if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, it's an inside joke then. Okay, and but anyway. Well, I've just wanted to tell you all about that, and my legs are stiffening up. I guess I need to get ready. Oh, get ready for bed. But Mitchell Arano Senior, 301 Harbor Valley Road, Toccoa, Georgia, 30577. Write me a letter. Let me know how you feel. Talk to me, and God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. Come back and see me, okay?